Alright. And welcome back.
Hey.
Yay. So now we are here. And we are running around like loonies. Alright. So there's already stuff right off the bat that you can do. Like I said, at the end of the... Oh, I can shoot.
Oh no!
And I'm using the wrong gun. This is my favorite gun. No one will call you out for this.
The captain's waiting for you in the combo, Commander.
What if you shoot somebody?
You can't. It won't let you. You can, like, walk right up to him and he'll, like, pull the gun up. I can't shoot.
Honestly, the Shepard is skinnier than I thought he would be.
Yeah.
I thought he was bulkier.
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to
Getting me
see
in
the
there.
captain?
I heard you arguing.
Sounds like you don't trust our Turian guest.
Sorry, Commander. Just having a chat with Adams down at engineering. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. But you have to admit, something's odd about this mission. The whole crew feels it.
What do you
You
mean?
think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do
He
is test
looks
out
suspicious.
Captain Anderson in charge. And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run? It doesn't add up.
Goodbye.
We can tell him to investigate, or we can say we'll investigate.
No, this is asking further questions.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see.
So this
You
is...
don't trust Nihilus.
I don't like Turians
Your
in
eyes
general,
just full
runs in my
closed
family.
at sometimes.
Grandfather
Yeah.
fought the First Contact War, lost a lot of friends when the Turians hit us.
Nihilus is no ordinary Turian.
You've got that right, Commander. We're an Alliance vessel, human military, but Nihilus doesn't answer to the captain like the rest of us. Spectres operate outside the normal chain of command. And they don't come along just to observe shakedown runs. Nihilus looks like he's expecting some heavy action. I don't like it.
So these are continue the conversation forward and or end the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And options on the left are usually get more information.
Okay.
They don't tend to end the conversation, so you can
You don't
go
trust
back
none.
through
Like
and
Turians in
skip
general,
and try
runs
the
in my
other
family.
options if you haven't done that
Grandfather
yet.
fought in the First
Okay.
That was 30 years ago. You can't blame Nihilus for that.
No, I guess not. Still
No.
makes me nervous to have a Spectre on board, especially a Turian. We're an Alliance vessel, human military, but Nihilus doesn't answer to the captain like the rest of us. Spectres operate outside the normal chain of command.
Yeah,
They don't come
you
along
said that
just
already.
to observe shakedown runs.
Yeah, sometimes he repeats
Nihilus
himself.
looks like he's expecting some heavy action. I don't like it.
Do you have a problem with the captain?
No, sir. But I can't figure out what he's doing here. Captain Anderson is
Your
trying to-
eyelids didn't close right, sir.
You're blinking sideways. Are you an alien?
No, he didn't blink sideways. He just blinked through himself.
Don't send a soldier
Yeah.
nothing mission. He's treating this shakedown run too seriously. Something big is going on.
What do you know about the stealth systems?
I just know it masks our location from scans and sensors. Cutting-edge technology. The Normandy's the only ship with this prototype drive. But why are we fully staffed? A skeleton crew would be cheap. Less chance of security leaks, too. Plus, there's Nihilus. It's pretty obvious the shakedown run is just a cover.
A cover?
For what?
What's a
And find out,
cover?
Commander. We're out here on false pretenses. I'm not a fan of being left in the dark.
Alright.
Just, I'll look to it, maybe.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can get some answers when I see him.
Good luck, Commander.
No, shoot him.
Yeah. So that's, most of that conversation was for, like it showed, Codex. So it'll give you
Yeah,
a whole
just
bunch of
gathering
information. So, you know, if you're playing the game, read that at your leisure. I do. I have gone through most of these files extensively.
That's crazy. The captain's in charge here. He wouldn't take orders from a Spectre.
Not his choice, Doc. Spectres don't answer to anything. They can do whatever they want. Kill anyone who gets in their way.
You watch too many spy vids, Jenkins.
What's going on here?
What do you think, Commander? We won't be staying on Eden Prime too long, will we? I'm itching for some real action.
I sincerely hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with me patching up crew members in the infirmary.
Always side with the doctor.
Only a fool goes looking for a fight, Corporal.
Sorry, Commander, but this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
So I can go through and
You're
do
from Eden Prime,
all of
aren't
the
you, Jenkins?
dialogue
What's
if
it
we
like?
feel like it, but
It's very peaceful, Commander.
I've never seen this game before, so
Yeah.
So you don't have any city
just
noise.
to see what everybody has to say about
My
things.
parents lived on the outskirts of the colony. At night, I used to climb this big hill and stare across the fields back at the lights from the main settlement. It was gorgeous. But when I got older, I realized it was a little too calm and quiet for me. That's why I joined the Alliance. Even Paradise gets boring after a while.
why are we here?
Any idea why Eden Prime was chosen as our destination?
Not really sure, Commander. Eden Prime's one of our
Doctor's
most
just like,
stable
yeah.
colonies.
I was part of this conversation.
No real danger there. There's got to be something else going on. We've got a Spectre on board. That's why I'm so wound up. I can't wait for the real mission to start.
What do you know about the Spectres?
Only what I've heard. Spectre agents work directly for the Citadel Council. They usually work alone.
Citadel.
Spectres don't have any official power, though. Basically, they're a shadow organization with a mandate to preserve and protect galactic stability.
Protect it at any cost. Don't forget that part. Spectres operate above the law.
Why don't we have any of our own people in there?
Spectres usually come from the Council races, like the Turians. We've been trying to get a human accepted into their ranks for years now. So far, it hasn't happened.
Hey, Commander, you'd make a good Spectre. You're a
Don't
war
ruin the
hero,
plot,
right?
Jenkins.
Held off an entire enemy fleet during the Blitz single-handed. That's the kind of talent the Spectres are looking for.
This is all just wild speculation. The Spectres aren't interested in recruiting humans, no matter how capable.
How do you control agents with unlimited power?
I suppose the Council could revoke the Spectre status of an agent who got out of hand. At that point, Citadel Security Services would take over.
Those C-Sec grunts wouldn't stand a chance. The Spectres were 20 ordinary soldiers. The Spectres police themselves. An agent goes rogue,
then we'll
they
send
send another
21
agent
people
to take
after
them down. That's Spectre justice.
Jenkins,
The
do better.
Corporals confusing romantic legends with reality, Commander.
Ask about Nihilus?
Sure.
What can you tell me about Nihilus?
Turians are generally well respected by the other species. Their fleet has more patrols protecting Citadel space than any other. They don't always get on well with us, though. Some people find them too rigid. Others still blame them for the First Contact War. As for Nihilus, I haven't said more than 2 words to him. He usually only speaks to the captain.
I heard Nihilus once took down an entire enemy platoon all by himself. Man, I can't believe I'm on a mission with an actual Spectre.
And now we loop back to the regular choices.
Yeah, it's just another mission, I
Yeah.
guess.
This
Do
is
your
nothing,
job, follow
Jenkins.
my
Put no
orders,
stock
there
in
won't
it.
be any problems.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself in the Blitz. Everybody knows what you can do.
She
This
coughed.
is my big chance. I need to show the brass what I can do.
There's no rush.
You're young, Corporal. You have a long career ahead of you. Don't do something stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, sir. I'm not going to screw this up.
Goodbye.
The captain's
He
waiting.
did, in fact, immediately screw this up. Sir? I do like that the door guys salute you when you walk by. I'm gonna walk all the way over here, and then I will re-enter the room.
I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
I don't know how to talk.
What about?
I'm interested in this world we're going to. Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
So what?
Do we know anything about it?
I guess we don't. I wouldn't know.
I've never been there.
But you know of it. It's become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it, really?
I feel like all of these end up.
What's your
Saying
point,
the
I
same
guess?
thing, yeah.
If you've got something to say, just say it.
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
I knew it!
I already figured that out. I think that's what both of these end up actually saying.
I figured there was something you weren't telling us.
Okay, maybe I was thinking of the other option. I remember the snark options way more than I remember anything else.
Covert pickup, okay.
Yeah.
What are we picking up, I guess?
Why the secrecy?
Yeah. The other one.
There must be a reason you didn't tell me about this, sir.
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
Prothean?
What?
I don't know what that is.
Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is Big Ship. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But
Only
Eden
200?
Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes
We
beyond
still
mere
don't have
human interest,
hoverboards in this
Commander.
world,
This
so we're
discovery
still
could
lagging
affect every
behind, by the
species
way.
in Council space.
We don't need your kind. What do you want to say? You sound worried. I'm glad you're here to help. Why did we tell the council?
Why did we tell the council?
Alright.
Why didn't we keep the beacon for ourselves?
You humans don't have the best reputation. Some species see you as
Rude.
selfish, too unpredictable, too independent, even dangerous.
Sharing that beacon will improve relations with the Council. Plus, we need their scientific expertise. They know more about the Protheans than we do.
The beacon's not the only reason I'm here, Shepard.
Nihilus wants to see you in action, Commander. He's here to evaluate you.
Why, I guess, yeah.
What's going on, Captain?
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
You held off an enemy assault during the Blitz single-handed. You showed not only courage, but also incredible skill.
Jenkins out there
That's
listening.
why I
I
put your
knew
name
it.
forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
You put my name forward?
You support this, I guess?
I assume this is good for the Alliance.
Earth needs this. We're counting on you.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
Why is this
Now
beacon
we do
so
the
important?
information gathering.
All advanced galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology. Even yours.
If we hadn't discovered those Prothean ruins buried on Mars, we'd still be stuck on
They're on Mars.
Small data cache. Who knows what we can learn from this beacon? What if it's a weapons archive? We can't let it fall into the wrong hands.
The wrong hands!
Like who?
The Attican Traverse isn't the most stable.
Snake.
Like the Joker.
Plenty of raiders and criminal groups.
Well, I'm
active.
just like repeating verbatim the question that is after.
Hacking an alliance. Plus,
Wrong
we can
hands.
Right on the border of the Terminus systems.
The Terminus systems!
What are the Terminus systems?
The Attican Traverse is under Citadel protection. If the Terminus systems attack, it's an act of war.
Technically, yes. But some of the species in the Terminus might be willing to start a war over this.
The last thing the Council wants is to get dragged into a major conflict.
It's too late now. I'm already at war with you people.
Keep this low key.
I'd like to know more about Eden Prime before we touch down.
It's a peaceful farming world, but it represents something much bigger. Eden Prime is one of our oldest and most successful colonies. It proved we were ready to face the challenges of settling new worlds, to forge a place for humanity beyond Earth. It symbolizes humanity's growth and evolution as a spacefaring species. And after this, it will be known as the world where humans made a discovery of galactic importance.
What do you know about the Protheans?
Just what they taught us in school. They were a technologically advanced species that ruled the galaxy 50,000 years ago. Then they vanished. Nobody really knows how or why, though I've heard plenty of theories. But everyone agrees galactic civilization wouldn't exist without them.
Their citadel is the very heart of galactic society.
Poop.
And without their mass
Ayo.
relays, interstellar travel would be impossible.
We're almost ready to set out on our first mission.
Let's go.
We are now ready to set out on our first mission. And conveniently, just as we
Just give
finish...
the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
I heard you finish your conversation,
on
so I
screen.
figured I'd step in.
Get down!
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't get evac. They came out of nowhere. We need...
Someone just holding a camera? Or is it a body cam or what?
I think it's supposed to be a helmet cam.
Sir, we need you to keep your head
Everything cut down after
straight.
that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5. Status report.
17
Looks like
minutes
a
out,
hand.
Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
The hand of God.
Take us in, Joker, fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly, without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the
Just
cargo hold.
squinty-eyed.
To be fair, that is how I watch TV.
You're going in.
Yeah, I think we got you looked down.
Yeah.
Engaging stealth systems. Somebody was doing some serious
fire,
digging here,
Chevron.
Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you're coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Nihilus will
Okay,
scout out
bye.
ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
We've got his back, Captain.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck.
We are approaching drop point 2.
What if I want to go to drop point 3?
Well, we're gonna have to figure out where that is, because that's not part of the plan.
Ship perimeter secured, Commander.
Start having casual conversations with these guys.
Alright.
This place got hit hard, Commander.
Hostiles everywhere.
And I'm one of them. Alright, so we are... Clear some of this stuff so it's not all flashing all the time. There's a button for that, by the way. I just didn't press it. And then we are going to up your sentinel, up your first aid, and we're going to leave you.
I'm guessing he dies.
Suffer, Jenkins. Whoop.
You have been assigned the role of bait.
Gas bags. Don't worry, they're harmless.
Target practice.
Area secured.
Darn right it is.
Just keep spinning as you walk.
Cutscene. Alright, Jenkins. You go out there and do what Jenkins do. Die immediately. Did I level up? Nice. Thanks, Jenkins. Your sacrifice will not be in vain.
Hi, Spencer.
Yo, what are you doing? Rip Jenkins. Yeah. Poor guy. We'll put his name on the wall in the third game, don't worry. It'll take forever for us to get around to it, but we'll put his name on the wall.
But we will get to it, I promise.
I will add another.
There exists an alternate timeline where Shepard sent Caden into that fight instead, and Jenkins lived to the end of the trilogy.
Well, I mean, technically by the end of this game, you can have both Jenkins and Caden dead. They're just at different times. And then I'm going to add more to the assault rifle because I'm using it. And then we're going to put more into a decryption and give you more stuff. Yeah, that checks. Alright.
Investigate Jenkins.
He appears to be dead.
Ripped right through his shields. You're out of chance.
It should have been you, Caden.
Deserves a burial.
Yeah.
He receives a
We're being the good guy,
mission is
so.
complete. But I need you to stay focused.
Aye, aye, sir.
Just to make sure.
He's stepping on
I
him.
can't. You can step on him, but I can't shoot him. Oh, there's a spot in the middle. I can't. I can step on your face though. Sorry, Jenkins.
only just the central part of him is so solid. Paragon route, boo. Well, I'm experiencing this game for the first time.
Yeah, so it's mainly for that.
I haven't seen much of what this game is.
We are doing legendary route though, because we're playing on legendary route, insanity mode. That's what I mean.
I'm gonna check it out. I'll try to catch up with you at the dig site.
Oh, and before we continue, I would like to point out one of the best things in this game: no ammo count. It overheats. You see how quickly that goes away though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can make it go down faster if you level up too, right?
Yeah. You can also make it take way longer to overheat in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine 20 minutes of uninterrupted fire. You can do that only in Mass Effect 1. Mass Effect 2 ruins that. They add ammo count. It sucks. Alright, there's sometimes stuff around here. Like that.
Hey, we can give that to Jenkins. He'll be fine.
We can go back. We can fix you. Don't worry, Jenkins. We'll take care of you. Oh, I can't go back up the hill. We'll go around.
So I'll say I'm not too fond of this perspective. It just feels really close up.
Yeah.
I'm not too good at shooters anyway, but like, if the character is too close to the camera, then I just feel like I'm not seeing everything I can.
Which is fair. I know a lot of people had that problem. That's why first-person shooters are things people more prefer. But simply turning right, definitely you lose visual, but it's one of those things that, well, once you get used to it, it's not as bad as it seems at first glance.
Sure. I mean, like with Zelda Chronicles, it's a most likely a shooter, but it involves guns, but it's not much of a shooter.
Yeah.
But you can zoom in and out the camera. You can adjust where it is. Ouch.
Yeah, that man is dead.
I don't think he's making it. Something I really like about the Elder Scrolls games is the ability to put the camera as close to or as far away from the camera as you want.
Yeah.
Shoot, Ashley.
Camera. Alright, fine.
What's the box?
What's in the box?
He's like, hey, just hold on.
Are you okay? Insert that clip from Silent Hill. I want that clip. It's just to have that.
Are you wounded, Williams?
A few scrapes and burns, nothing serious. The others weren't so lucky. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit. We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for
My gun's
life
clipping through my pecs.
I'm too strong for this gun. I can't believe your chest is one polygon. What happened to your unit? They dead? They cool? They just chilling in a corner somewhere?
But we walked into an ambush. I don't think any of the others... I think I'm the only one left.
You abandoned them.
You fool. Don't blame yourself. I'm sure you did everything you could.
You couldn't have done anything to save them.
Or nothing at all.
We held our position as long as we
No,
could,
I
until
definitely
the gap
ran... I mean, no, I did everything I could.
Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
They must have come for the beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
Stay here. I don't want your face. Mine's better than yours. I spent an hour making this thing. Yeah.
Join us, I
Come
guess.
on. Replacement
Aye, aye,
Jenkins?
sir. It's time for payback.
Have you seen a Turian Spectre around here?
There aren't any Turians on Eden Prime. None that I've ever met. Not sure I'd be able to tell if one was a Spectre anyway.
If you saw this guy, you'd know. There's enough firepower to
Caden?
wipe out a whole platoon.
Caden, where's your gun?
Sorry. Like I said, no Turians.
Why is Shepard
perpetually smoldering?
Oh. Well, I mean, I built him off of me, so do with that what you will.
Describe what happened leading up to the attack.
He's also just permanently glaring at everyone.
Caden's just stuck in gun mode.
Like I said, this game, it doesn't usually break, but it does do funny, there's some slight animation
Sometimes
errors.
things just don't quite add up.
Yeah, every now and then.
What happened to the researchers at the dig site?
I don't know. They set up camp near the beacon. The 232 was with them. Maybe their unit fared better than mine.
Did I talk about before the attack?
No.
No?
Describe what happened leading up to the attack.
We were sent out a couple of nights ago from the main...
Caden, put your arms down, man. You look weird.
I can't, Commander. I'm an action figure.
We never knew they were coming.
Caden has decided to dedicate himself so far to the Paragon route that he ditched his gun in favor of complete pacifism.
Oh, I did, because I asked about the scientists. All right.
Tell me everything you know about the beacon.
They were doing some digging out
It's
here
blue.
to extend the monorail and expand the colony.
That's all we got, Shepard.
It's not even right. It's like silver.
Suddenly every scientific expert in the colony was interested. That's when they brought us in to secure the site. I don't know much about the beacon itself, but I heard one of the researchers say this could be the biggest scientific discovery of the century.
And the scientists? Is that just... I'm allowed to ask that for
What
every
else do you
question.
know about the
What can you tell me about the beacon? And the scientists? What happened to your unit? And the scientists?
I just really want to know about the science, man.
I love science!
And drove them into exile. Well, after that, they just kind of disappeared behind the Christmas
Magnets!
veil.
Yeah!
Nobody's really heard much from them since.
Alright, let's go.
Stop talking. Let's go.
Caden, you good?
I have fixed my arm, sir.
You good? Okay, you good.
I'm gonna go find out what was in that crate before I actually interrupted you.
Yeah. There's 2 crates. I didn't ask. Stop interrupting me. Alright, so now I'm gonna modify myself a little bit. I love the equipment thing in this much better. I think...
So, for the equipment, is it... does it change depending on what you have? Like, is it... What's it called? Dynamic? Maybe?
How do you mean?
Like, your armor will change graphic depending on what you have equipped.
Yeah.
Okay.
this doesn't necessarily do that. And I'll clear all this stuff out. And we're going to throw into beep beep.
You maybe just do that.
Huh? Oh, I can't mess with her face or anything like that. I can't mess with her camera.
Nah.
No. I want you to be better at assault rifles. Fine, though. Can you teach me to be better at archery? Oops, that's not the run button.
Going squatting.
That's the problem with playing like 3 different games at once. Like Harry Potter or Hogwarts Legacy, hitting L3 is the run button. And then Assassin's Creed, the run button is the right trigger, which is shoot in this game.
In Xenoblade, run is the left thumbstick button, and jump is the right trigger.
Yeah, I can take a hit. I'm fine.
I'm just kind of dying, but I'm okay.
Yeah, I'll heal. See what I mean? This is insanity mode.
These bullet wounds will heal.
If you know what you're doing and you played the game before, you can start from level 1 and do insanity mode and be perfectly
Beacon was
fine.
right here. It must have been moved.
By who? Our side or the Geth?
Hard to say. Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research.
Any survivors?
You think anyone got out of here alive?
If they were lucky. Maybe hiding up in the camp. It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
Ooh.
There's a small spaceport up ahead. I want to check it out. I'll wait for you there.
You just in fire.
I'm healing faster than Sorry, I've never actually just like stood in fire for, so I wanted to see what the actual effect was.
I feel Mass Effect 1 had the best writing in general, 5 was a trilogy, but I prefer the mechanics of 3 more. Nearly all of my playthrough, the heart icon is... Nearly all of my playthroughs after the first, after my first fizzle out halfway through Mass Effect 2.
What did the Geth do to them?
Yeah, Mass Effect 2 is not built right. It's very anti-game. And I can explain in detail why when we get that far.
All the guys explode.
Yeah, I know. These guys, you don't want them to get too close. You do want them to get, you know, within line of sight, though. Beep. Alright, now this will tell me if I did the right thing or not when I started this game. Ooh, box.
My biggest, I'm assuming, gripe with Mass Effect 2 is just that there's way too many side quests and objectives at once.
I don't actually mind that. It's the combat that's awful for me. There's no point in Mass Effect 1 where there's constantly respawning enemies. It's not endless waves of enemies. They gave you limited ammo in Mass Effect 2 and then unlimited enemies. That's not right. That's the complete opposite of a balance.
Right.
And it's so broken. Oh shoot, I probably clicked the wrong one because I added electronics rather than decryption.
In Xenoblade Chronicles X, and probably the first one as well, you can have like 20 quests all active at the same time.
Yeah.
Including the main mission.
Yeah. I don't mind that. That's never been difficult for me to keep track of because it doesn't usually cancel each other out.
Yeah,
so it's just get to it when you get to it.
Those quests, yeah, pretty much. Those quests are mainly like gather and hunt kind of quests.
Yeah.
There are these side missions where like you have to build affinity with your party members and you get these special storylines and everything that you can't do at the same time as a main mission.
Yeah.
But you can do all these gathering and hunting quests at the same time. And even clear them all once you accept it if you have the right items immediately.
Yeah.
You can't... Oh, you off? Okay.
I opened the door.
Humans. Thank the Maker.
Hurry. Close the door. before they come back.
Okay, we'll leave and leave you here.
Goodbye.
Will you?
You're
Don't worry.
safe
We'll
now.
protect you.
I'm
Thank you. I
here.
think we'll be okay now. It looks like everyone's gone.
Commander Shepard, but he's
You're
a
Dr.
superhero.
Warren, the one in charge of the excavation. Do you know what happened to the beacon?
It was moved to the spaceport this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to help pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
Shoot. Attack.
What's wrong with your system?
Manuel has a brilliant mind, but he's always been a bit unstable. Genius and madness are two sides of the same coin.
Is it madness to see the future? To see the destruction rushing towards us? To understand there is no escape? No hope? No. I am not mad. I'm the only sane one left.
I gave him an extra dose of his meds after the
I
attack.
can shut him up.
I can shut him up.
Say goodnight, Manuel.
You cannot silence the truth. My voice must be heard.
Okay.
Oh my god! What did you do?
That might have been a little extreme, Commander.
You can't just
I thought we were
around
going to good
whacking
guys.
people in the head.
It was only a matter of time until he
I
did
made it
something
good guy.
crazy and dangerous.
I suppose you're right. By the time he wakes up, the meds will have kicked in.
See? Look, I did the bad guy thing and made it into a good guy thing. I could have made it into a more
else
bad
can
guy
you tell me
thing.
about the
It all happened so fast. 1 second we were gathering up our equipment. The next we were hiding in the shed while the Geth swarmed over the camp. We could hear the battle outside. Gunfire, screams. I thought it would never end. Then
You
everything...
guys have the Legendary Edition, or are you playing on the original version?
Legendary.
Too afraid to
So it's got
move.
all the DLC fun
Until
stuff
you
and
came
all the
along.
3 games in one.
Yeah, we were at the... We saw all 3 games in the main menu.
Area?
No, I'm sorry. We haven't left the shed since the attack.
Can you tell me anything about the beacon?
It's some type of data module from a galaxy-wide communications network. Remarkably well preserved. It could be the greatest scientific discovery of our lifetime. Who knows what secrets are locked inside? Miraculous new technologies? Groundbreaking medical advances? The possibilities are endless.
1,000 save files for Pokemon Yellow.
Williams, take us to the
Good luck.
See, I got Paragon points. I did the good. I got bad guy points too, but I got the good guy points, so that's what matters. Oh wait,
No,
roll in,
yeah, one more
roll in
cutscene.
here.
Okay, alright.
Yeah, because this is the, the thing that happens. Because this is my subjective gripe with this game.
Sarah.
Is this one cutscene?
So who do you think he is?
Oh, I've seen him before.
You get one guess as to his role in this
This is your
game.
mission, Sarah.
I'm assuming he's the main bad guy.
Duh! Because he freaking looks like the bad guy the first time you see him.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here.
And this guy's like, oh no, it's totally normal that you're just like half cyborg or whatever.
I've got it under control.
Legendary Edition.
Wait, look. Betrayal.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Legendary Edition is the last good thing BioWare did, which says a lot because it came out 4 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, my one minor gripe would have been, I wish they had a normal looking Saren at the beginning of the game and had him slowly progress and be more robotic as the game went on. Because it would have sold his shift into falling into being the bad guy. It makes more sense
So no,
with the story
he's
they've
just
set up.
immediately a bad guy.
Yeah, he's just immediately, oh look, he's obviously the villain. Like,
That's fine.
the twist of him being the villain is only like 10 seconds after you first introduced him anyway. So it's not that big of a deal, which is why I'm like, it's more of a subjective thing. It's just, it would make more sense in the world at large if he didn't look so obviously evil.
Okay.
But
it's not too big of a deal, so
yeah, that's my subjective.
Something has to drive the story forward. So
yeah, I have a more objective issue with this game that I will get to later. But again, it's not that big of a deal. It's just objectively bad.
Mm-hmm.
But we will stop here for the time being.
We got to move on to other things.
We got to do other things because it's dinner. We got to go eat.
I got to get ready for the thing later too.
Yeah. All right. So that'll be it for now. Bye-bye. I'm just going to continue stealing Markiplier's outro until I think of my own. I don't care.